I promised that I will be in Bahrain on the 24th of May, Friday. The location has been fixed. It's Hotel Rami Grand, opposite to Seif Mall. Those desirous of meeting me in Bahrain can contact my team at the WhatsApp number given below or drop an email at the email address given below. See you in Bahrain on the 24th of May.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Before I get into today's video and talking about what I wanted to talk about, I wanted to wish all you mothers out there happy Mother's Day. And all of you who are not mothers, like me, please do wish your mothers if your mothers are around. If your mothers are not around, please think about them. If you have wives who are mothers, please make sure your children do something special for them. And I wish all mothers out there a wonderful and happy Mother's Day. So today I want to talk about a very remarkable man and the legacy he's left behind. I had read about him initially in a book called The Man Who Solved the Market, How Jim Simmons Launched the Quant Revolution. This book was released in 2019. It was a remarkable book and was quite enlightening to read. And it talks about his story and tracks what all happened to him and how he rose to the levels of success he had and why he's a unique person and a genius nonetheless, and a man who could really notice something in the markets which most of us could not see. And what makes him remarkable is he made a lot of money and finally he left all that money to charity. So he's a renowned figure both in academia and the financial world, and he passed away at the age of 86. And talking about him is an honor and a privilege, I would say, because of the kind of person he was. Not many of you viewers would know about him because we don't talk about Jim Simmons too much. We focus on the peoples of likes of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. But it's definitely worth investigating and reading about this man because he was a rare talent. He was a mathematical genius who chaired the math department in Stony Brook University. He excelled in academia, winning the prestigious awards such as the Osborne Burban Prize in geometry and from the American Mathematical Society. In 1978, at the age of 40, he left academia and entered the financial markets. And he is famous for founding the hedge fund Renaissance Technologies in 1982 and the Medallion Fund in 1988, which became famous for its exceptional returns and secretive trading strategies. This is why you should read the book. I don't want to ruin it and spoil it for you. I strongly suggest you buy that book and read and dive into what made him so unique and what was his secretive trading strategies which also made it unique. Renaissance Technology was located in New York. The firm is known for its distance from traditional Wall Street, and Renaissance employees are significantly numbers in PhD in mathematics, physics, and computer science. So that is the first thing which sets them apart from other traditional funds. Usually a fund manager will be someone with economic backgrounds, in management background, and business MBA backgrounds. But most of the employees who worked for Renaissance are known for the amount of PhDs they had, especially in mathematics, physics, and computer science. And Medallion Fund, exclusively to Simmons, produced annualized net return over 30% after high fees, outperforming all other investment giants. And that is a remarkable feat to have. After taking high fees, if you read the book, you'll see those high fees. Eye-watering fees they charged, but they still gave exceptional returns of 30% or more, beating all other investment giants at the time. At the time of his death, he was the 51st richest person globally with an estimated fortune of $31.4 billion. His wife and him, Marilyn, have donated over $6 billion through the Simmons Foundation that focuses on education, science, health, and research, and significant contributions including $500 million to Stony Brook University and support for cancer and autism research there. He will be remembered for being very private and rarely disclosing any of these strategies behind his hedge fund success. So what makes him remarkable is, in his early life, he was a code breaker during the Cold War, and that's where his strength of mathematics was used initially. Feeling fulfilled in academia, Simmons ventured into financial markets, driven by the belief that mathematical models could predict stock movements. So, being a student of mathematics, he believed that he could see patterns emerging in financial markets, like how he could see in code and code breaking. The way he used mathematics and code breaking, he could see the similarities in it. And he's decided to take that maths and apply it to financial markets and see if he can do it. And that's when he started assembling his team of scientists and mathematicians to decipher the market data, focused on developing algorithms that could automate trading decisions based on statistical correlations. It was a very new approach at the time. Before he started doing this kind of algo trading was not there. It wasn't prevalent, but he was the kind of guy who thought of it and he brought it to life. So basically, it takes a contra approach to what Warren and Charlie do. And I'm not advocating it, because please remember, this man was a genius. He was a mathematician. He could understand numbers far better than any of us could. So it's not something you can just look and read and try to apply. Unless you have a propensity to mathematics and you understand maths in a fluid manner, like how we speak the language, you're able to use mathematics like that, then maybe it's something up your alley and for you to investigate. But for 99.9% of us laymen out there who do not have this kind of caliber in mathematics, definitely please do not try this, is my strongest advice. But you can read it and feel inspired, is what I would say. So what he did was he took maths and the algorithms in maths, and he was able to see patterns in it. The reason why I say it moves away from the way Warren Buffett and Charlie investing was, Charlie basically believed that markets were not rational, it was irrational, and Mr. Market behaved irrationally, and it's a social science. If you remember all the way we've been discussing, me and Anand have been discussing about this, that Mr. Market tends to have knee-jerk reactions which are not based on facts, but based on emotions. And that is what drives Mr. Market to move, and it makes sense. We as human beings, we can all relate to this model, and it's easy for us to understand and comprehend and use this model to also get good returns in the market. But Simmons' idea was very different. It was a radical approach where he saw like weather patterns. He was trying to see patterns which were emerging, and based on this, he could see arbitrage, meaning price differentials in the market, and doing quick trades and making bets on one side and hedging against those bets on the other side. He would take those kind of bets and large volumes and make money. So this book, which if you do read it, will highlight the development of the Medallion Fund, which came after the Renaissance Fund, which became the flagship of the Renaissance. Of course, there were setbacks. I'm not saying all of it was successful from the get-go. He did face initial setbacks, but then the fund started performing consistently, achieving that average annual return over 66 before fees. So imagine, after fees it is a 30. So if it is 66 before fees, you can imagine the kind of money he was able to generate using this kind of algorithms and mathematical statistical patterns he was able to see in the markets. There were challenges, and when he was faced with those kind of challenges, he gave some innovative math solutions to this. So he had special access with Jim Simmons, and he was allowed access to the team. So he was able to investigate this and share some of it. Not all of it. It wasn't like all the trade secrets were spilt in that book, but kind of gives you an insight on how this was done. So the book does explore how Simmons' team overcame these challenges and refining their models and embracing cutting-edge technologies. You got to realize what we see in our phones today, computing power we have, was not there in 1982. Computers were not so easily accessible, and large computational took a lot of processing power. So a lot of it was involved in the mathematician, the programmer's ingenuity, able to see patterns and find ways to solve complex problems, which we take for very granted nowadays. So the book delves into the broader impact his work has had, and how this quant revolution in finance and influencing countless other firms into transforming Wall Street to what it is today. All our quants, as we say now, and this kind of algo investing, all can take its root from this. And his success will not reshape the financial trading, but also led to substantial philanthropic efforts, and through his foundation, the Simmons Foundation, which supports scientific research and education and other health initiatives. So he was a remarkable man who passed away at the age of 86. And I do strongly encourage you, this being a Sunday, having a little bit of a free time, if you are a reader, try and get this book and try reading it. It's not a very big book. I'm sure you can spend a couple of afternoons getting through it. And it's a very fast, quick-paced book because it's so interesting. If you are interested in finance and investing, and if you have read it and you do know about him, please put in the comments down below. What do you think about him? What do you think about this? And what do you think about quants and algo trading? And what do you feel about this different approach to Mr. Market approach, which we all talk about all the time? Thanks for watching the video. I wish you a very wonderful Sunday, and I'll see you in the next one soon. Thank you. Bye.
It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.